Submitting your program to SPNN for broadcast seems pretty simple, but actually there's a variety of ways you could go about the process. Let's find out what they are.
When it's time to turn in your show after production and editing, as the saying goes, the times are a-changing. SPNN still has Channel 14 for religious access and Channel 15 for general access. But most programs are no longer submitted on VHS tape. DV tape, DVDs, and final submission directly from our edit rooms are taking over. This tech tip will explore these submission formats. The easiest and least expensive way to submit a show to SPNN is do it while you're in the edit room. It will cost you nothing. Instead of exporting or sharing your program to tape, you compress and place it in the computer's submission folder. This is what it looks like. Before starting, be sure to save your file. In each edit room, there is a sheet labeled Directions for Server. These directions were also covered in a previous tech tip that is on the SPNN YouTube site, so we won't explain them again. However, we do want to point out that the procedure for saving your iMovie project to our server is different from what it would be in Final Cut Express. The directions sheet lists both instructions. Be sure you follow the procedure for the editing format you are using. If you submit your program to SPNN directly from the edit room via our server, it's a good idea to also make a DV tape for yourself. SPNN does not keep the server files after they have been played. Of course, you may choose to submit your program on tape in the first place. If so, we recommend that you do not submit your master tape to us. Use our dub rack to make a digital duplicate and submit that tape. At the time this tech tip was made, our dub rack still had VHS recorders. However, the time will come when that is not true. When we no longer accept VHS tapes, we will still accept DV tapes and DVDs. In addition, you may want to use the rack to make DV tapes and DVDs for other access facilities. Both DV tape and DVD copies can be made on the dub rack, but only one at a time. When the VHS decks are removed from the dub rack, we hope to replace them with more DVD burners. So what are the formats you can use for program submission to SPNN? The answer: direct to server, DV tape, DVD, and VHS. However, we end with this from the Sunday Funny Papers.